Bright Cutie. Every student matters.
Hello, everyone. So, we'll be discussing about the political developments and the Gupta Empire in this particular chapter. The Gupta Empire or the Gupta dynasty rather ruled for a period of more than 200 years. India made such progress in almost every field during the reign of the Gupta dynasty. And hence, in India, Indian history, this is actually known as the Golden Age. Under this, we talk about the Chandragupta I, who was the founder, who actually founded the Gupta Empire, and who was the first important ruler of the Gupta dynasty. Now, herein we talk about how he extended his empire from Magad to Prayag, to Saket in Ayodhya, and all of these things under his control, how he worked in the expansion and the extension of the empire. Moving on to the Samudragupta, who was the successor of Chandragupta I, he actually was one of the most empowered rulers of the ancient India, and he extended his empire up to Chambal River by defeating the Naga ruler. All of these things that his powerful actions and due to his military achievements, he was even known as the Indian Napoleon, which is a very very important thing. So all of these have been discussed in the unit. Then we also talk about the Allahabad pillar inscription, which is an inscription engraved on a pillar at Allahabad, which is known as the Allahabad pillar inscription or the Prayag Prashasti, which was composed by Harisena, the poet in the court of Samudragupta. Now, Samandragupta was a patron of art as well. His vision, he was a great musician, as well as he was an expert in Veena, also playing Veena as well, which is an instrument. Moving ahead, we'll talk about the Chandragupta II. The Chandragupta II, who was known as the Chandragupta Vikramaditya. He was a great conqueror and a diplomat. He had a lot of responsibilities of the throne, which he really very well fulfilled, and gave his throne to Kumar Gupta, who actually had a very very I would say powerful and a prosperous journey ahead. And that's how with Skand Gupta, who succeeded after the Kumar Gupta. And after Skand Gupta did not live for very long years and died, and after his death, the successor could not actually check the advances of the Hunas, and that's how finally the Gupta dynasty, the glorious rule of the Gupta dynasty, actually ended. Also, moving ahead, we also talk about the society, culture, and the golden age. We talk about, the life of the people, the administration under the Gupta dynasty, the religion that the people were following, which was basically, or most importantly, or most popularly, Hinduism, and Lord Vishnu and Lord Shiva were the main deities that were being followed. Moving on to the literature, like I said, that the Gupta dynasty era was called the golden age, wherein you had people who were very learned, who had interests in literature, the Sanskrit literature, all the works that have been done, the great writers have been there from the Gupta dynasty. Also, we saw the advancement in the field of science and technology as well, wherein Aryabhatta, we know about the great scientists of the Gupta dynasty. It was Aryabhatta who said that the earth moves around the sun at the same time it moves on its own axis. So, and also the Arabic numeral system was used by the Indians for the first time, and also the concept of zero that we are very very proud of, as well as Indians, was invented or was being given by the Aryabhatta at that particular time only. We also had advancements in the terms of medicines, also in the terms of metallurgy as well, wherein we have a very very great example of iron pillar at the Mehroli in Delhi. As well as when we talk about the art and the architecture, we saw that it flourished during the Gupta dynasty, as well as there was this growth of the trade and the commerce during the Gupta dynasty periods. Now, however, it was being said, I have explained that because the last person, the after in the successor of Chandragupta II were really very, very weak and inefficient and incapable of handling the kingdom, and which actually made the kingdom pretty weak. And that is how, eventually it led to the decline of the Gupta dynasty.